Peace, peace, peace. What's good? I just have a self-reflection to share for all of us to think about and gently remind ourselves when we have those opportunities. Do you receive the opportunities that the universe gives you to not right or wrong, because there is no right or wrong, but to make more aligned choices, decisions, responses instead of reactions? Or when this experience pops back into your life, to see what choice you're going to make, or to see why you made the choice you're about to make. Are you choosing to react, or are you choosing to respond? 111. To stay in alignment with ourselves, with this one source, this one love, this unity that we hold within ourselves, that we hold with all others. When we 132, as we realize that we share this unity and that we are a one unit, we are one, it helps us make these more aligned choices, because then everything all falls back under that. It's like that's the roots. It's weird. It's like that's the root system of all of our choices. If we're in alignment, we're staying within a certain category of choices that are aligned and in resonance with this truth, with this one source, with this one love, with this oneness that we all are, this unity. And if we're not in alignment with all this, then choices and decisions are made within this other collective, this collection of choices. We have collections of choices to make, and every collection of choice has its own collection of choices. I always think of it as like a huge web or a huge root system of a humongous tree. One root has its own root system. Those roots within that root system have their own root system, and so on and so on and so on. It's basically how it is when we decide to plant a seed of choice. 324. The choices that we plant all are growing into a root system. And every choice, that whole root system is a system of choices. And every system of choices grows within that root system depending on what new seeds we're planting based on these choices that we have already made. Based on these choices that we already made, and we're just here to figure out, why did we make that choice? And so this is what I'm kind of going back to with this self-reflection, where I invite you to self-reflect as many times as you're able to. When the universe is giving you an opportunity to make a choice, again, that is now aligned, that is now within your truth, that is now in resonance with this oneness that we are everything, that life is a mirror, that is just reflecting back to us who we are. That's why you don't get what you want. You don't get what you speak. You get who you are. That's why affirmations don't don't come through to an extent because you have to also have these other systems tied to it. You can say all you want, but you can't lie to the universe. You most definitely can't lie to yourself, which is what you are, who you are, this universe. I'm always reminding myself that universe is uni, which is one, verse, which is song. One song, and every single one of us is carrying our own tune and our own frequency that is a part of this whole song that we are all co-creatively creating, collectively creating. And that's why it's also so beautiful and so, it does hold an importance for us to recognize that truth so that we are allowing this song to be in harmony, because if we're missing this one note, which could be you, this frequency that's tuned to itself, that could be you, then everything else is out of harmony. There's still something missing, which is whoever it is that hasn't tapped into this truth and realizing that we're all a part of the song. Nobody's left out. Nobody's better than the other person. This means we are all a part of the same song. No competition, none of that. You don't compete with yourself. If you're creating a song with yourself, you're not trying to be better than any other song because you are, or better than any other part in the song because it's your song. You are every part in that song also. Every other part that makes this one big song is also us being experienced through another in a different way, which is exactly what this whole thing is too. This energy, this higher power creator is experiencing us in every single one of us, within every single one of us. It's being experienced through us. And we're experiencing this creation through it, through the creation of Source. So I invite you to ask yourself if when you are being gifted a new opportunity within an experience to create a different choice, a more aligned choice, aligned with all this truth, aligned with the truth of this oneness of love for ourselves and for all. Or are you slipping back into creating the same patterns, going back into the patterns and then wondering why nothing in your life changes? The reason why nothing if nothing in our lives change, it's because nothing within us has changed. Sometimes, there could be drastic experiences where life changes and then we change, which always is usually at the tip of the iceberg, where it's like we were given chances and chances and chances, these opportunities. Opportunities sounds more uplifting. These opportunities that we were given to make a more aligned choice, to choose differently, to choose more aligned to this greater truth of this greater good. And when we continue to choose the same pattern that is not serving us, that is not in alignment or resonance, and we actually can't ever be out of alignment. We're always in alignment. We've already made all the choices. We're here to figure out why we made these choices. Why is it that we're making these choices? What is it that they're bringing us? But at the same time, as it is that we're making these choices, we're going through these opportunities, and we either take them for our greatest good, or we take them in a way that's going to serve its purpose, but it might be it's going to be in a more difficult, heavier, or not so good feeling way. And that's when when it gets to that point, that's when you know that it's like, okay, you were ignoring your intuition, you were ignoring your higher self, you were ignoring your higher intelligence that was guiding you to make this choice that was more in resonance to this truth of love. The love of yourself and the love for that oneness that you're connected to with everything. It's kind of like the universe gives you opportunities and opportunities, and it's kind of, how do I explain it? It's okay. I mean, a super simple example. Oh my gosh. What the heck? That is insane. I was about to say I'm using this light. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping out right now. That is insane. Oh, I wish I was no, it all happened the way it was meant to. I was gonna say if I would have said light and then it went out, I'm not kidding. But I'm not kidding. I literally pointed at my light that I have hanging off my phone to say that oh my gosh. I was gonna say, it's like if the universe is giving me opportunities, I never noticed this actually. I hadn't even checked the battery, but I actually had an intuitive nudge before I started this video because I haven't used this light in a little while. Wondering where the battery was at, but I didn't check. I didn't follow that intuitive nudge to check to see where the battery was at. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in the dark here. Probably not. And so it's like the universe can give us chances and see. It could be telling us, alerting us, battery low, battery going low, 1313. And we could either choose to listen or choose to repeat the same pattern and not charge our things in advance and not wait to the last minute and just do things as we're getting alerted or as we're receiving signs, messages, or signals that, hey, the battery is running low. And what happens when the battery runs low? It ends up just shutting off entirely. It ends up just shutting off entirely at some point. And then it's like, well, the universe was telling you the battery was running low and you just chose to ignore it. And now you need the battery and you need your light. But you can't use it because you ignored all of the signs and signals that was telling you the battery is low. I never checked this. It's showing me right there that there was only one line. That is, oh my God. Oh, wow. Yeah, it only has one right there. That is hilarious. Wow. That happens a lot. I'm so happy I got that on video. Because things happen, like these glitches. I feel like they're just like some glitches or something where I'm saying something or someone was thinking something and then there I go saying it and it's like, what? Yeah. It's cool. Don't ignore all these opportunities that you're getting beforehand. like let's say with the light, when you start getting, once it goes down to the third level, it should be all full when it's full and green, all full. And when you get the first signal that you have 3 left out of 4, maybe keep that in mind to remember, okay, my battery is not full anymore. Now I got maybe 75%. When it goes, it's like you have these opportunities. When it gets to 50, you have another opportunity. You have an opportunity to charge your light now. Take advantage of this opportunity, and you don't have to, it saves you time of having to wait to charge the full battery. If you do it at 50%, then it even saves you time, and now you have a full battery again. And then it'll give you another third, like one of the last, not the last, but probably one of the last alerts when it's at when it's 3 down and it has only 1 full green light left. And it's like I don't know, I'm getting too detailed on this thing. You definitely get the point. I know you get the point. That's why I'm like, all right, I need to just stop already because I get the point. I know you get the point. Do not miss up on all these opportunities that Source, higher power is always giving you to make a choice to not repeat patterns. Make a choice to not repeat patterns that aren't serving your greatest good, your most aligned, your most resonant good to this truth. The truth that you know is the truth. I don't know why I'm like, got myself a microphone right here. Do not ignore it. And be true to yourself if you really are making a choice that is now more in tune and aligned to this truth of this love that lives within you and the oneness that this love is, the oneness that we all are. Really, when we're in resonance with that, our choices are so, they become aligned with that. And then you are making choices based on the greatest good of everything. I am always, even when I'm speaking something out and affirming or declaring anything, I am always sealing it with harm to no one or nothing at all, ever. No one or nothing at all, ever. Within all time, spaces, lifetimes, everything, dimensions, everything. No harm to nothing or no one, ever. Because if I were to create something that was harm to anything outside of me, that hurts me times 10. I might get little glimpses of the hurt. I might get little glimpses like, oh, okay. And then it's like, just takes you out. Kind of like the opportunities here. It's my self-reflection, 1919. My self-reflection to you, and as always, it's the self-reflection to me, which is you. I am you and you are me. Be true to yourself. Take advantage. I invite you to take advantage of these opportunities when they first come around. And if you miss the first symbol, the first sign, the first message, the first nudge, that's okay. You have another you have another opportunity. And you might get another third opportunity. It's not promised, but you may. Until it's like I'm picturing one of those things, the sand timers, where you have like a minute. I mean, not to say in any like time, like not to make any definitive time frame on anything, but it's like you have this timer that's going off with the choices. It's like, all right, here comes this experience. It's going to come back around, new characters, new settings, new situation, but still holding the same, it's under the same root of choice that you once made before, that wasn't in resonance with this truth of love, of oneness. And if you decide 2111, oh man, I'm kind of, yeah, okay, hold on, pause. I've been coming up with so many different scenarios. I'm like, wait, which one was I just taught? Which one just came to my head again right now? Not again, but oh, there was something really. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this. Pause. Okay, yeah, like those little sand timer things. I'm picturing, like, let's say one of those is that experience that is now filled with, throughout that sand timer that's dripping down. Throughout that sand timer, it's like the universe is giving you so many different opportunities to make different choices. And it's all within the same root system of one of these experiences where it's now coming back around for you to place peace on it, to renew it. And if you haven't made that choice, making that one aligned, resonant choice to this truth of self-love, of oneness with everything and everyone, and just living in this balance of remembering who we are and what everything also is, which is us. 1, 2, 3. Once we make that one choice, it automatically just refreshes everything and just cancels out that sand timer. But if we don't take these opportunities to make that choice, it's going to continue dripping and dripping and dripping. And it's like, at some point, we're going to run out of that time to continue receiving these opportunities to make these choices. And that's when it's like those are the ones that it's like, wow, those are the heavy experiences, the ones that are more difficult to have to grow through, that might, yeah, they hurt more. They're not very good feeling experiences, but it's like you were given a lot of time to make these different choices. You had opportunities and you just decided not to. It's kind of like that, there's so many different ways of viewing so many different things. I'm always speaking in metaphors, and sometimes I confuse myself and I forget which metaphor I'm even thinking of right now, like I did right now. But you get it. I know you get it. And so that's the self-reflection, gentle reminder to myself, gentle reminder to you. I am you, you are me. And it's just, I'm just here to to just align myself with my candle lit flame And if I can pass that flame to light anybody else or keep anybody lit too, that's exactly what I love to do. Because I know there's been so many others out there who have done the same for me. And that's also a big part of me making choices as I make. Yeah. Much peace, much love, and blessings.